to Hedgehog Hollow. Today I have for you the new Ranger alcohol pearls and some of the new substrates as well. So I'm super excited to share it with you. I'm also a very lucky girl that got an amazing package from Tim, Holtz and Ranger on my birthday. So thank you so much to both of them for sending this out. And now I get to share it all with you and show you some amazing things. It's also a 2-video day because we have this overview video and then I'll also have a technique video on the channel for you of how to use them as well. So you get 2 videos today, so that's exciting as well. So let's dive in and see what we have. So first of all, let's go to the best bit, shall we? Let's go to the alcohol inks themselves. So these are called alcohol pearls. And the difference is these are regular alcohol inks as we all know and love, but they also have a pearlized element to them. So think of kind of a fusion between the alcohol ink and the mixative. And the best bit about these are the names. They're awesome. We have things like Enchanted, Villainous, Deception, Alchemy. I just think the names are awesome. You can buy them individually or you can buy them in packs of 3 like this. We have 12 colors to start with. I really hope they do more. I cannot wait to play with these. Hannah got to do the Ranger alcohol class at Creativation. I was a little bit jealous she got to do that one. And I'll show you some of the things she made in class as well. But these are the inks themselves. So if you have used alcohol inks or you've watched any of my tutorials, we're all used to our regular alcohol inks and then our mixatives. So the mixatives, when we start shaking, you can hear they have that ball inside. Your alcohol pearls are going to have that ball as well. But they're not going to behave like a mixative. They're going to behave like your alcohol inks. So you can mix your alcohol inks and your alcohol pearls. They're going to react together. They're going to react with your alcohol blending solution. And they're going to do all of those cool things that we're used to our alcohol inks doing. But they're going to have that pearlized element that our mixatives have. So there's going to be some really fun things we're going to learn to do with them. That being said, they're also going to do alcohol blending solution in a smaller size like our alcohol ink. So it's going to fit in your alcohol ink tin if that's how you like to store them. If you've seen pictures in my room, you'll know I have an amazing shelf where my alcohol inks all sit in rainbow order on a shelf, which means I use them all the time now. But if you do use the tin system, they're going to do it in this size for you as well. So let's now talk about those amazing substrates they're launching for you as well. So first of all, we have the new cardstocks. So we have 3 new cardstocks coming. We have this brushed silver, we have the matte black, and we have the silver sparkle. And I have sheets of each of them to show you as well. So this is the matte black. So the matte black is matte black on both sides. And I have tried lots of different cardstocks for alcohol inks that are black. And I've always struggled because the dye tends to run. A lot of them are coloured with an alcohol-based dye. You start putting your alcohol inks, your mixatives on, and then that dye runs and you have a lot of issues. Well, this isn't going to do that. This is obviously formulated for alcohol inks and it feels kind of suede-y, velvety. It has a really nice tactile feel to it. Comes in the standard 5x7 sheets like lots of our alcohol ink cardstocks, and it comes in packs of 10 sheets. Now, what does it look like when you use it? Well, this is the piece that Hannah produced in her class. Isn't it gorgeous? She learnt to paint with alcohol inks and I think she did an amazing job there. So she used the gold, the green and the red, and I think she did a beautiful piece there. Tim was saying he doesn't actually use his alcohol inks on the black, but he mattes everything on that. And you'll know I matte everything on my tonic satin black cardstock, which I already do. And I will continue to do because this is a little bit more pricey for matting my cards on, but I cannot wait to use my alcohol inks on it. There is also this sparkle cardstock. So it looks like a glitter cardstock, but it doesn't feel like a glitter cardstock. It's almost smooth. And it is screen printed, we think. That's what Simon Hurley said in one of our lives. He thought it was screen printed onto here. So it has this amazing sparkle, but it doesn't have any of that coarse texture like a normal glitter paper. And so when you put your alcohol inks onto it, this sparkle shines through because they're slightly translucent. So it also gives you some of those beautiful effects as well. And then we also have this brushed silver as well. So how beautiful does that look? And again, I can show you a piece that Hannah made in her Ranger class. She painted these flowers using alcohol inks in class. I think, again, she did a fantastic job. This is a mixture of alcohol and alcohol pearls, so you can see how well they work together as well. So there are 3 of the new cardstocks. I also thought I'd remind you of some of the other cardstocks we have available to use, and you can use these with the alcohol pearls or your alcohol inks. So we have our alcohol ink Yupo, and Yupo is an acrylic paper, so it's made out of plastic, so you can't tear it and things like that, but it's non-porous and it reacts beautifully with our alcohol inks. We have the alcohol ink Yupo heavy stock, so this is the thicker version. And then we also have the translucent version. So this is like the vellum version. And I think this doesn't get enough of an airing because we can do some really fun techniques with this. So you can see if I put my fingers behind it, you can kind of just about see my fingers behind that. So again, just another thing that's out there. And I think sometimes we forget about the mediums we already have because we get so excited about the new mediums that we get. There's also alcohol ink foil tape sheets. These are fab too. These are adhesive backed. And these you can alcohol ink and all those things, and then you can die cut them, use them as background pieces. And these are actual metal sheets that you can then do really fun things with your alcohol inks as well. So they are also still out there, and they've been around for a while. So just thought I'd throw those in as a reminder. And also, if you check that top right hand corner, there's some videos we did of Tim talking about alcohol inks. We talks about the glossy cardstock. And there's some things I didn't know about glossy cardstock, because yes, you can use your alcohol inks on them. And because you can use your alcohol inks so well, I assumed that meant that they were non-porous. Well, apparently glossy cardstock is the most porous cardstock in your craft room. Who knew? So there's also some other techniques you can do with glossy cardstock. So check that top right hand corner for the font of all knowledge to tell us why glossy cardstock is so porous and all the amazing things we could do with it that we didn't know. So you can check those out as well. Now, there's also Yupo sheets that come in 8x10 for our larger projects. And for those of us that now want to make mixed media projects, larger projects, home decor projects, we have hardcore panels that we can alcohol ink onto. So lots of us have been trying some canvas panels and things, but Reinker have come up with the ultimate answer of hardcore panels. So you can get mixed packs like this. So this one has the 8x10, the 5x7, and the 4x6, one of each. And then this one has 3 4x4 panels, and this one has 3 5x7 panels in it. They are a hardboard in the middle, and then on either side, so you have 2 goes at it, you have a vinyl coating. This is not Yupo on here, this is a vinyl coating. Reinker don't say what vinyl coating, but it means that it's going to work perfectly. It's non-porous, it's going to work with your alcohol inks. And again, I'll check that top right hand corner because we did video Tim a number of times at Creativation doing different techniques with these, and an amazing technique with blending solution. Basically, he discovered something, one of those happy accident techniques where he did something, he hated it, he tried to wash it off, and then he ended up with a beautiful result. So do check that out as well of how to do that. Now, let's talk about some of the other tools and things that come with your alcohol inks, because there's an alcohol ink new pen. This is the new blending pen, and I have my old blending pen here, and I discovered in the other video that this is way overfilled, so I need to sort that out. But this is the old pen, and these are the 2 tips on it, and I'm going to open up the new one because I haven't filled it yet, and I will do a video on filling it and how not to overfill it. So you can see the new pen has a thinner barrel, so it's going to be a little bit easier to colour with as well. And it has different brush tips. So you have kind of more like the Copic style brush tip on here. This is the large brush tip. And on this end, we have the small brush tip. Whereas on here, you kind of have a very thin, more like a bullet tip. And then you have that small brush tip that you also have on this end. So they are your 2, and I've got to work out which ends go on which. No, other way around, Alex. There's your 2 lids. And you can see this one just needs a little bit. And this is the other thing about these, is they do have reservoirs in there. So if you overfill it, you could have seen that it has this little area where I can take out the excess. So Reinker does think that there are going to be people like me who overfill their blending pen, and I can just let it drip out, and next time I open it, I'm not going to have that same issue. So I'm also going to put that over to Greg because he loves seeing my messes. Now he shakes his head at me. You've also got your alcohol ink tool set. So you have a mini mister. Now just a reminder to not fill your mini mister with alcohol blending solution. Reinker do not advise doing that because of the resins inside of it. I have done it and I was told off for doing that. So there's also paintbrushes in here. This is what Hannah used for painting with alcohol inks. And then that goes perfectly with the Reinker alcohol ink palette. And that's how she created those beautiful paintings in her Reinker class. So those two are accessories available. And then, of course, you have your felts that go with your blending tools. You can get the round blending tool or you can get the rectangular blending tool, whichever you prefer. If you have them already for your ink pads and things, your blending foamies, then of course you can get the felts in the appropriate sizes as well. So you can just use your same ink blending tools and then just get the foams, or you can buy extras depending on how you like to do things. And then let's talk about alcohol lifting. Now you can check out the link in the top right hand corner to my video all about alcohol lifting and how from one print I created 6 different cards from one print of alcohol ink. It's amazing what you can do. This is just one of the cards I created from alcohol lifting. Now, if you watch those videos I popped up earlier of Tim with it, he does caution that alcohol pearls do not work that well with alcohol lifting. It's something to do with the pearl mica does not lift that well. Now the pigments and the colors and things will lift well, but the pearl itself doesn't. So your normal alcohol inks are going to work fine and brilliantly, amazingly with your alcohol lifting. The pearls, not so much, but that doesn't mean we can't create some really fun technique by using pearls in certain areas and possibly using them to resist. So you know we're going to be experimenting and things behind the scenes, and we'll be sharing our learning with you. I also thought I would remind you how cool alcohol inks are and some of those fun things you can create. These were some lawn fawn cards I made with their full release, and of course we had that lovely foil technique as well. So maybe we can do some things with pearls as well. I haven't had a huge amount of time prior to this video to play. As I say, at the same time, I'm going to be uploading some technique videos, and by then I'll have had lots of time to play and I'll have lots of tips and tricks for you as well. So check out that second video that's going live at the same time as this one. So thank you so much for joining me. Do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications of future videos. We'll also have the same videos. We'll have an overview and a tips and techniques video on the same day of the new Distress launch, which will include distress sprays and the new Distress archivals as well, and lots more as well. So check those out too, and I will see you again very soon. Check out the links in the description below. We'll add coupon codes if we have those for you as well. Go to thehedgehoghollow.com and sign up for our newsletter. We send just one every Friday. It has all of the latest coupon savings and any exclusive Hedgehog Hollow coupon codes, because we have those for you as well every month. And I will see you very soon. Happy stamping, everyone. Bye.